قال يا قوم إني لكم نذير مبين.
The next strongest muscles after those of the uterus are the muscles of the jaw and the muscles of the heart, which must continue to work night and day to push the blood around the circulatory system for a period which may last for more than 100 years. Similarly, the jaw muscles must remain able to bring the teeth together to chew tons of food over our lifetime. Have we ever thought about these muscles that never tire, in spite of chewing the tons of food over our lifetime? Resistance of living beings to destructive factors is again another phenomena that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created in ourselves and in our bodies. There is an important characteristic which is shared by all living beings, from the most primitive to the most advanced. This characteristic is the resistance to destructive factors, because the creator of all these beings wants them to survive. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created us, and in the system of our creation, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has placed characteristics within our bodies that has the energy of resistance to destructive factors, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala desires us to survive for a period. The influenza virus changes shape from time to time to make it harder to resist and destroy. Generation after generation of insect gains immunity to chemical insecticides, thus resisting the destructive factors and extinction. In the case of man, it has been noted that more babies are born during times of war, and that when women take birth control pills for an extended period, and if they forget to take the pills for a few days, the result sometimes and often is twins, to make up for the lack of offspring caused by the period of contraception. If a person loses one of his kidneys for some reason, the remaining kidney increases in size in order to do the work of two kidneys. It is as if the body realizes that something is missing and is trying to compensate for it. Allah alone is the one who has provided these created beings with this wonderful ability to maintain the balance so that they are not exposed to the risk of extinction. He has also equipped many animals with the means of defending themselves. In this sense, man is no different than scorpions, snakes, etc. This principle or law, to which all living beings are subject, could not have come about as a result, and once again we say, of a blind accident. An accident cannot take the shape of a law that applies to all creatures. Inshallah, we have spoken about the human body. We've spoken about the cells in the human body. We've spoken about how cells divide. We've spoken about how the cells of the reproductive system, the male and the female sperm, has 23 chromosomes that make up the 46 that are required for cell building and cell division. We've spoken about how the cells of the brain do not divide. We've spoken about how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has kept inherent in every creation the power to resist things that causes harm. And all of this, we're saying, brings us to this fact. And as believers, we believe that this principle and this law to which all living beings are subjected to cannot have come about as a result of a blind accident. An accident cannot take the shape of a law that applies to all creatures. And hence we conclude with conviction and consciously that indeed there is a power that in whose control is all this that we are discussing. And who is that? ذَلِكُمُ That is Allah. Rabbukum khaliqu kulli shay. Your Rabb, the creator of everything. And therefore we say, La ilaha illallah. He is the only one worthy of worship. فَأَنَّا تُصْرَفُونَ As Allah asks, why do we then divert from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and look for answers in something else instead of acknowledging with conviction that the creator of the universe and the creator of everything that exists on the universe has been created by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wassalatu wassalam ala rasulihil kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Wassalamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
قال يا قوم إني لكم نذير مبين أن اعبدوا الله واتقوه وأطيعون يغفر لكم من ذنوبكم ويؤخركم إلى أجل مسمى إن أجل الله إذا جاء لا يؤخر لو كنتم تعلمون